Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. Really appreciate any interaction that I have with everybody out there. I've connected with some amazing people, and I thank you so much for your continued support. You can get a hold of me at my Gmail. It's linked in the comments. So today in this video, what I'm going to be asking is, what does the universe want us to know as a collective? So I'm trying to find out kind of the highest guidance from the universe for us moving forward in our daily lives. And universe, to you, it might be different names. It could be called God, or it could be called the all-powerful being, or it could be called source, or creation of life, or the place where all creation began, or the vibrating force of the universe. Whatever you call it, doesn't matter. We're trying to connect with that highest level of consciousness that there is, the collective consciousness, and we're going to bring a message to us all moving forward in our daily lives as to how we should proceed with it. Without further ado, let's get down to the reading. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever it might be. Okay, I'm gonna get connected here with Source. I had an experience one time where I connected with the Akashic Records, and I feel like since I've been there through that I will always have that connection. It was quite an experience, so I'm asking to be connected with that and to bring forth a message to us all, to humanity. The highest message that I can possibly deliver is what I'm asking for. Most important message that humanity needs to know. I mean, this could be all life forms. Let's see. First card I pulled was the Ten of Fire. I'm connecting with that card here. So the Ten of Fire, it's a completion, it's complete, it's imagination. So what I'm getting here is I really feel like this is talking about our imagination. The fire is imagination. That's, that's creativity. I really think that the message here so far is definitely we need to use our imagination to the level, like the highest level possible. This is a really high leveled thing here. We need to create, we need to imagine. I really feel that, and I feel like that's kind of our high purpose here. It's a very high purpose to do this, to create, to make, give life. I mean, giving forth life here. How amazing is that? If you've ever been around childbirth, it's extremely amazing. And maybe you don't like, childbirth necessarily, the physical aspect of it, but just even the spiritual aspect. Think of that. Just think of how amazing that is, to give birth to a spirit on this earth. And I think that spirit was already there, but it brought it into a physical existence. So it brought it into an existence that is something that we can experience differently, whatever that differently might be. It's a different experience for sure than where that came from, where that spirit came from. Creativity. Wow. Yeah, creativity. I'm just feeling like that's so important. So if you're out there and you're creating things, that's amazing. I feel like you're on a really good path here. I can't tell you how much just creating these videos has impacted my life. I'm creating, and it's amazing. I feel like this is a calling for me to do this, and I can't get enough. And I got all kinds of stuff to do, but I'm always having time to connect with doing this. No matter how many people are watching or whatever, it's just amazing to create. Okay, so that's what I got with that card. Let's move on here. So now we have the Hermit, which is 9. Major Arcana card. The Hermit is telling us to go within, a quest for, I'm just looking at a little cheat sheet here. This is mainstream stuff. So this is all going to flow together, but you can kind of verify what's coming because of these cards. I mean, I could probably do this without these cards, but and talk about this, but with this, we're having confirmation. We're having some confirmation of the message. So that's what I would love about using them. So the Hermit, is number 9. So it's telling us to go within, and it's a quest for personal truth, spiritual illumination. And I've been thinking about that a lot. I have a series that I'm trying to do on the subject, illumination, the awakening. To me, it's the same thing, but I really think that this is the message. The message is to connect with yourself, connect with everything that is, and be in tune with it. And in order to do that, you have to go within. You have to go deep within and find that place where you're spiritually connected to everything. We're all connected. We're all interconnected. So that's the Hermit. Go within, find the truth. And it's really amazing when you get into that connection and it becomes magical, because you didn't see it before, and all of a sudden you're illuminated and you're so connected with everything around you. And there's a time during that, if you're going through that awakening, you might feel like you're so alone. Nobody understands you, because when you become so connected like that, and you start moving down a path of your truth, it seems like you're the only one there sometimes. because people aren't understanding you. Okay, so I'm just saying whatever's coming through, so if it sounds kind of strange or sounds like it's out of place, then that's why. I'm just, whatever's coming through, I'm just putting out there. Oh, wow, another 10. So here we have 10 of Earth. So this is the physical. So what I feel here is the message that's coming through is interconnect spiritually and interconnect physically. So just because, okay, so we're connected, we're all connected, and a lot of you out there that are watching this, I really feel like you are part of this network. I feel like you're part of this network, this spiritual network, and you're understanding that. You're understanding that we're interconnected, that there's connection between everything that is, that, and in the universe, there's this connection, of source, and we're all part of that. We're all part of the source energy. We're all energy, and I think that you feel that, and I think what we're supposed to do is be connected in that way. But don't forget about being connected physically as well. And that's kind of hard probably for a lot of us, because we have probably felt alone on this journey, not being understood. So we've become, those that have gone within, they have been the hermit. They sought out spiritual enlightenment. Those people have been alone. They've been sheltered in order to receive from source, from their most inner spirit. That during that process, there's been some loneliness. But yeah, we're not supposed to forget about connecting or physically as well. So it's both spiritually and physical. So I'm thinking that's calling us to basically do what we've been discussing here, is go deep within and find the truth, find your truth, find your inner truth. And you might have to meditate quite a bit for this. There's lots of meditation videos out there that you can go to if you need to. But some of us out there that are watching kind of know this. I feel like because you've already been here. So it's split. Some of you have already been here to the Hermit, where you've gone deep within and you've sought out spiritual enlightenment, a spiritual awakening type thing, and it happened, and it might have been really hard for you in this big struggle. And then also it's talking to those that are choosing to go down this spiritual path, and it's going to be a lot easier for you if you're here and you feel like maybe you haven't connected on a spiritual level that you would like, or whatever. It might be easier for you. You might not have to go through all the same struggles that those who spent so much time here went through, because that lonely period won't be as bad. you'll be reconnected probably a lot quicker. All right. You know, it talks about your life purpose as well, that call. So I think that's why, you know, we're here, is to connect physically. Huh. That's probably why our spirits are here. You know, our purpose. So things are connected on a spiritual level, and things are to be connected on a physical level too. We're to kind of connect. And I feel like we're connecting here in this video, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's see here. Universe, what do you want us to know? Source, God, what do you want us to know? So now we have the 4 of air. So that's a new So, retreat, 4 of air, retreating, rest, renewal. Renewal stands out quite a bit there. 4 is also a card of stability. So just going on with the reading here in a linear fashion is the 4 of air is telling me that connecting, like physically connecting, and maybe even just over the social network, because we're using our voices, and I am, and you're using your ears. We're connecting. Some of you might be reading the screen or whatever, so that might be, you know, what we need to do. And with that, then what we gain out of it is stability and a sense of renewal, probably, you know, and belonging as well. That is something, you know, we're not connected enough. We're not on Earth. We're not connected enough. There's all kinds of different things that go on that cause problems, and we group against each other. Really, we're all connected. So when you hurt somebody next to you, you're actually hurting yourself, and that's why there's teachings about loving your neighbor as you love yourself, is because it really is. It's impacting you. So that is extremely important, and that's why it's such a high thing that we're supposed to do, highly valued. I wish I knew I wish I knew the Bible more, the New Testament, or because there's verse out there and it talks about loving your neighbor like you love yourself, and I think that Jesus was saying that was like, you know, a really big deal and one of the most important things for you to do. If you know that verse, let me know in the comments. That'd be great. So I pulled 7 of earth. I feel like here he's really, so he's drawn to this magical little being. 7. I don't know if that has any meaning. I just feel like it's him connecting with this another, but I also think that it's talking about the magic. See this magic here? I feel like it's talking about there's going to be magic appearing because of this connection, because of connecting in this way. These people that have gone through these spiritual enlightenments and awakenings and whatnot with this connection, and these people being connected, this magic's going to happen. And I really feel like with this reading, I'm really gaining lots of things that I haven't really thought about, and I'm really enjoying talking with you all about this, and I hope it's kind of making sense, but if not, I'm sure it's making you kind of question things. Anyway, I think that this is saying that this magical stuff is going to happen. Magical things are going to happen because of this connection on Earth. You know, we're all interconnected, and some of us know that, and some of us know it deep down. But we're all connected. It's all this energy that's flowing throughout the universe or throughout whatever, and it's all, you know, it's all playing and hanging out and interacting. It's so in that way we're definitely connected. Three of air. Oh, well, that's a given. 3 is unity. 3 is unity. I was trying to connect, and finally I saw the 3 there, and I was connecting with other things here. But yeah, the 3 that's unity. So it just kind of flows together with this reading. I mean, that's perfect. That's the perfect number for this, when it's talking about us connecting together, connecting not just on this deep-seated level that some of us can experience, but also connecting physically and being connected in that way. It's really important. So I guess we get the idea of that being important and whatnot. So let me pull one of these cards. I'm not sure if there's one that would be perfect for this moment, but if there is, I know it's going to come out, because this reading is definitely what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Sometimes I'll start a reading and it's just going, it seems like it's going good, and then it just comes to a stop, and I'm like, well, why did that stop? That seemed like it was going really well, but it was actually meant for me. It was a reading for myself, and I didn't realize I was doing that. Because the ones that I feel like I messed up on, I look at, they have meaning for me, and I learned a lot from it. But this reading here, it's for us. It's going to completion here. So I know this card is going to be perfect for what we're Oh, go deep. Explore your roots. Grounding. So we were talking about go deep within here with the Hermit. So that makes perfect sense to me here. All right, now I'm going to pull one of these Native American cards. I just love the idea of the native energy and many of the different tribes connecting with the earth. And the prayer feather. I'm going to see, these cards are really deep. So I'm going to get the book and actually pull out the prayer feather, because this is going to be, I know what's going to be written in there is going to be profound and profoundly related to what we're talking about, because this message is a message that I'm getting out to you that I know is from such a high power that it needs to be relayed. So in this book, see, and I already know all this, like I feel it, but what these cards here are trying to show you by the word. So I think when I get the book, it's going to make a lot of sense to you, instead of just making sense to me. I think that's what's going on in this reading at the moment. So just a second. All right, and I don't like to pause, and somebody told me it was pretty nice of me to pause at one point before, but the reason why is I don't want anybody to be a doubter, I guess. So prayer. Okay. All right, so what it says, again, I think this is going to make a lot of sense. I haven't read this before. Love is flowing to you and through you. No matter what an individual is saying or doing, love him or her anyway. So we talked about that. Love your neighbor, right? And that's really important. As yourself, love your neighbor as yourself. Gather your inner voices silently and secretly. Love deeply and fully with every ounce of your being, even if someone isn't fulfilling your expectations. See, and I think the secretly thing and all that is because there's been so many things out there that have tried to stop like a spiritual like mass awakening. And I think that us just connecting and interacting in this way, like, it's going to be secret anyway because they don't understand it. But so it's easy to love people when they're acting wonderfully. The true challenge is to love them when they aren't. Your native spirit wants you to know feathers in native culture, which is kind of weird because this is the first time I've ever done a reading and I put a feather right here. I mean, this whole prayer feather is kind of interesting. Know that feathers in native cultures often represent a connection with the Creator. So we talked about being connected with, everything. Birds. I don't know if you can hear the birds in the background, but I've got birds tweeting on the video. Birds often symbolize messengers between the two legends. humans and spirits. This is your time to love and be loved. The love that you send out into the world comes back to you 100-fold. So this is how we connect. We connect through love. There are times when the small concerns of everyday life need to drop away and be replaced by the majesty of your being. This is that time. Prayer feathers are decorated feathers that can be used for many purposes. In some traditions, prayers are placed into the feather. You can hold it to your heart or between your hands as you focus on your prayer, and then tied onto a bush so when the wind blows, it carries the prayers to the Creator. Another kind of prayer feather is a decorated feather or a decorated bundle of feathers that are used for smudging sacred smoke ceremonies. The smoke is to cleanse the space as well as carry your prayers upward. Okay, I'll just finish reading the card since I've read so much of it here. But the journey. For a day, love each person you encounter. Imagine a golden ray of light from the center of your heart radiating to the center of the heart of that individual. Notice how great you feel by the end of the day. Now, this whole thing was talking about connecting, and then this, what does it say? I mean, it's telling us to do that. I mean, this stuff is amazing. I can't ever get over how amazing this journey is for me. So, for a day, this is a challenge for us that are looking at this. And so, for one day, love a person, each person you encounter. Each person you encounter, love that person. By imagining a golden ray of light from the center of your heart radiating to the center of the heart of that individual. So, right now, I'm imagining that I'm doing that to all the people that have actually watched this video this long, which I don't know, it's been kind of a long video, so probably not too many, but the ones that are out there that are still listening, I'm sending this golden ray of light out for me, and I'm really feel like right now I'm really